Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks, and this is part 3 of the series, and if you didn't watch the first 2, you might want to watch. I found some leaks, and I didn't want to bore you with that. I went and these are checks in woodworking terms. It's actually cracks in the wood, but we want them all to be a little bit deep, darker. So we're going to double click on our outline and go black and go something other than hairline. Too much. You can see it in the preview window. That looks good. Scale to object. Pretty important now. Now I've already fixed the leak, so we're going to fill in this part of the log. And we're going to go to object, order, back a page so we can see it. Now it's too dark, so I'm going to hold down the control button and I'm going to add a little light to it. And you could pick another green, add a little brown. But that's pretty good with that void in there. We could actually make that black, because it would be black. And any of those other little voids, we could make them black. It would make them look like a log. And I am for sure no artist. Whoop, got a little leaker there, but we're not going to worry about that, because we're going to fill this other part in with a more color of a wood. Whoop. Because we have that leak, it's not going to allow us to do that. But what we can do is select that and move it out of the way. And then don't worry about the leak. Let it leak. Really irritating messages on my YouTube. And then move this back. And then we could make, now with this, we have to go to object, order, back a page so we can see the, and then you could make these things, and that might be our leak right there. And that is. So let's move that out of the way. That's what's so good about the nudge factor. I am just moving the smart fill. So now we'll fill this whole thing in. It doesn't matter, now it's not going to leak. Let's just fill in the whole thing. Because we're going to put everything back. So we're going to go to object, order, back a page, and then nudge this back, But we've lost our leak, our cracks, by doing that. We shouldn't. If we go object, order, back a page, there we go. Object, order, back a page. We actually want that on the back of the page. There we go. There we go. We don't even need that anymore. So now we have our log completed. That looks pretty good. You could change around the black, the green to a, hold down the control button, add a little gray to it. That looks pretty good. And then because we've nudged everything, let's Control G and group this together and nudge that over. Let's Control G and group that together and nudge that over. There you have a log being turned by a turner. Now the only other question is if our border is going to leak. So we'll take our rectangle tool and use the smart fill tool, and our border leaks. I would almost redraw that, and I'm not going to redo that. I'm hung up because it's leaking everywhere. So if it doesn't do it in 2 more seconds, I'm going to call this good and go on to the next part of the video. Hope that helped a little bit. Thank you.